Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joseph, and today I just watched the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc Calamity movie, and so I'm super excited because Bleach is finally back. It's been a while since we've had any Bleach content, and this is, of course, the final part of the arc of the Thousand Year Blood War arc. So this is very huge. It was awesome, and just got a chance to watch it, and I wanted to give my thoughts and talk about it. And this is going to be a spoiler review, so stay tuned. If you haven't watched the movie, go watch it. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, but before actually we get into any of that, I first want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys have been showing the channel. It seriously means the world. It has been amazing. You guys are killing it. We're actually almost at 400 subs. Maybe by the time this goes out, we'll be there. If not, we're like this close. Itty bitty. Almost there. We're almost there, guys. So let's hit that, por favor. It'd be awesome and mean a lot. And yeah, we love doing all the content talking about anime. And it's gonna be a good summer. We're already like halfway through. Oh my god, it's already the end of June. This is insane. This is crazy. Yeah, it's been flying by, and so we're super excited to talk about Bleach and some other anime coming up. So it's gonna be a good time. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, without further ado, this is my honest like reaction review of the Thousand Year Blood War arc film. We'll probably talk about it on the podcast again. Ben just saw it, I think, today as well. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about it in more in depth. So, but this is just like first reaction, things like that. But yeah, pretty much this is the Thousand Year Blood War arc Calamity movie, and what it is it's similar to stuff that like other animes have done in the past, like Demon Slayer, where it's just the first 3 episodes of the anime. I think Donadon also just recently did that a couple like last year. So it's just the first 3 episodes of the final season that's going to be coming out starting I think mid-July. I think like is when it's coming out officially. So that's what it is. It's just the first 3 episodes, literally just nothing special, just episode 1, 2, and 3 copy and pasted and then put into a movie format. So that's basically it. But one thing that is in this movie, before we get more into spoilers, that's really cool is that at the end of the movie, they actually did an interview with 2 of the directors and then Tite Kubo, who's the author of Bleach, which I have right there. Amazing. So yeah, they did an interview with them 3, and it was really cool getting to see a lot of behind the scenes of how the anime is made. And I think it was really cool, in particularly, that Kubo is actually a huge part of the anime production. A lot of this final season, actually, because for those of you who do not know, the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc has been cut up into 4 seasons, 4 parts, and this is the final part. But yeah, it's actually really cool because Kubo himself is having a lot of input into the anime movie, or not just the movie, but the whole anime itself, because what's really cool is that this final arc is actually, there's only like 7 apparently chapters left from what Ben is telling me, which means that like, there's not much to animate. So as a result of that, they're doing a lot of anime only content and going more in depth and giving more, input on specific manga panels that, didn't get fleshed out as much in the manga. So it's really cool that Kubo was going in. He gave a lot of examples of like character design choices that he added, more movements, like for, again, spoilers for Kisuke, we finally get to see his Bankai, which was amazing. But it was really cool getting to hear behind the scenes of how, I think in the manga, the way they show his Bankai is just, he says it and then the mannequin puppet thing appears, but it's kind of a little unclear that it's like a mannequin. And then getting to see how the puppet actually appears was a whole sequence that he gave his input on and that they added, as well as, I think his name is Hoshwalth. I apologize, there's a lot of German names that I just don't know. And yeah, so if I'm mispronouncing, I'm sorry. But yeah, Hoshwalth, he also gets like a new anime only design when he merges with Yuha Bach and he like transforms into that whole thing, which is really cool. So again, stuff like that was really awesome to see. And then just again, the input that they had of, expanding on the anime moments is really cool. And then just other character designs, like with Yoruichi when she goes into her Thunder God form, which was peak, but we'll get in that here in a second. So that was honestly my favorite part. So again, if you don't want to wait and you're looking for a reason to just come see the Bleach movie, even though it's just the first 3 episodes of the anime, which are coming out next month, go see it for the interview. But I'm sure it's also going to be online at some point anyways. But yeah, go support Kubo and Bleach and all of that, because it's amazing. So definitely do that. But all right, that's enough of that. On to actual spoiler talk about the movie itself. It was really good. I really liked it. It just got me super excited for Bleach. If you've been watching Bleach and you know what you're in for, it's amazing. The Bankais are great. The villains are really cool. The fights are epic. It's all here. And so basically this anime episodes get broken up into like two-ish main fights, and then we get some setup with Ichigo, and then as well as Ishida. Oh my gosh, why there's so many characters in this dang anime. It's crazy. And then also with Valkyrie, I guess. So that was also another cool fight that they're setting up, which we'll probably see the end of in the next coming episodes here when the anime releases. But basically, the first main fight that we get to see is the climax of the Naklevar. I think that's his name, Naklevar, who is fighting Yoruichi. And so we get to see Yoruichi go all out. It's amazing. Kisuke shows up and helps her, and then they do an awesome fight where Kisuke has to reveal his Bankai, and Grimjow shows up, which was so cool. I was not expecting to see him in that moment, which was amazing. But yeah, Yoruichi, we get to see her Thunder God form, which is it's a lot. A little fan servicey, some would say. Some would. I don't know about me. It's pretty fan servicey. It's basically her completely naked with like lightning covering her, genitals, and kind of like making her in the shape of a cat. But it's amazing. The fight is so cool. The choreography is sick. The battle itself with Nock is really cool. And then obviously it ends up failing. She ends up still losing, and then Kisuke has to come out, use his Bankai, and then Grimjaw has to help as well, which was super cool. I loved Kisuke's Bankai. It was really cool. The puppet is so creepy. I don't know how Kubo comes up with these designs, but it is just so cool. It was awesome. So we get to see that fight play out. It was definitely my favorite fight in the whole movie, and because obviously it comes to an end, and it's just great seeing Yoruichi and Kisuke, especially Kisuke, who he's talked a lot about being this, bigger figure who is like really strong, but we never really get to see that cool side of him. And it's finally amazing to get him to see him fight and use his Bankai and let loose, which was really exciting. So amazing job there. That was a great fight. So then the other big fight that we have throughout this film is with, I guess, well, technically that's probably honestly the main one. The three other fights are kind of like setup and like dialogue and talking a lot. So that's the main big fight. But then the I guess second biggest I'd say is against what Ishta and Hoshwalth, I guess, is kind of the other one that happens. Obviously, Ichigo's trying to get to Yuha box, so he leaves Ishta to fight Hoshwalth, and then Ichigo and Orihime go on their way. Chad does too, and then Chad gets stopped to fight some lower level minions, just to put him and sideline him for what's to come with Ichigo and Orihime. So yeah, the Ishta Hoshwalth fight is kind of, and we don't see a conclusion to it either, obviously. So it's kind of it's a bit harder to say. It was cool. It was a lot of setup for the fight to come, and obviously at the end of it we get the reveal of Hoshwalth's new form, which is really cool, of him merging with Yuha box. So that was pretty epic, pretty peak, but again, it's just kind of set up. So that was kind of the most boring fight, I want to say. But the other one we get is, Valkyrie versus some of the captains, which was really cool. We first get to see Shinji and Gang and his whole squad pull up and fight, and after they're unsuccessful, Byakuya and Kenpachi show up as well as Toshiro. So we have like four captains here fighting Valkyrie, which is insane. And we get to see Toshiro use his ability again after he got resurrected, which is epic, but we don't really see the conclusion of it either. Kenpachi, sick, just so great seeing all these characters again, which was epic. And I love it, man. They do Kubo style so well in this anime, and it is just amazing to see because his like new manga art style that he does is just so beautiful. All the designs are great. I cannot stress that enough. Seeing this on a big screen was just super awesome. And as a Bleach fan, it really made me happy. And again, it took me back to why I started this whole show in the first place, and just got me super excited and happy. So I loved it. It was great, and I just can't wait for the rest of it. But yeah, so that fight happens. We get to see Byakuya use his abilities again. Kenpachi showing up is really cool. Toshiro coming back using his abilities. Shinji using his Bankai again to turn everything upside down was cool. So just great seeing all these characters again. But again, we don't finish the fight, so it's set up, and I'm excited to see what's more to come on that. And then the other big fight we have is Ichigo finally confronting Yuhabak, and again, we just get a teaser of, Ichigo's new form, which was really cool, and getting to see him use his powers and abilities against Yuhabak, and then just their dialogue and exchanging is really cool and fun to see finally. So it's great to see, but again, setup. So a lot of setup. We just get the teaser of his new form with his devil looking horn coming out, which was epic and amazing, and so yeah, it's just so cool to see how this fight's going to conclude. Again, we don't finish it. So we only really got one fight that ended this movie, but I guess it's just again the first 3 episodes. So we're gonna see everything conclude here in the next couple episodes when the anime does inevitably release. But yeah, and then I guess the other thing to note of mention is that Orihime gets to use her abilities more and get to finally fight alongside Ichigo. That was kind of the big thing with Ichigo and Orihime, is that she finally gets to fight beside him. So we get a little bit of flashback of her, remembering Ichigo and how she's always been in love with him, and just getting to see her finally protect him is really rewarding, especially because it genuinely feels like she's been sidelined for pretty much the entire show. So again, it's finally good to see the payoff of her getting to help Ichigo and feel like she's contributing to the team, and even Yuha Bach acknowledged her like that. So that was really nice to see, and it was really great because honestly, obviously it's a meme, or Hime just doesn't really do much, but yeah, she finally does. She finally is important to helping Ichigo, and then Ichigo raising her up, giving her the hey, I got a plan stare was amazing. So it was great getting to see them two finally share the stage together. Was epic and amazing to see unfold. So really great stuff, really great, loved it. And yeah, I mean that's kind of all my impressions. Like I said, it was literally really short. It goes by like that just because it's just 3 20-minute episodes, so it's nothing crazy. But yeah, I say that, but it literally went by so fast. So that tells you how good it is, and I loved it. And I can't wait to see it again whenever it comes out in anime form, because I'm definitely going to be watching it, maybe breaking it down more and giving you all my thoughts again when it releases. So stay tuned for that. And then obviously, yeah, this is huge because Bleach is about to come to an end again, and we don't know if the next arc is going to get animated. There hasn't been any confirmation about it. I don't even know if Kubo's finished it. That's a Ben question because I'm not into the manga like that. So I need to check in and do some research on that. But hopefully they do continue it because I'm not ready to see these characters go. I love this world and I love this universe, and I hope that they continue it. So yeah, it was a great movie. If you like Bleach, go watch it, man. Go support, Bleach. But obviously movies are expensive now, dude. I just went to see Supergirl today, actually, too, and my ticket was like $25. I guess it was an IMAX, but still, what are we doing? That's ridiculous. This is why people don't go to the movies. But yeah, I advocate for movies, so if you can, go to the movies. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys, and we'll see you all next time. Arrivederci. Peace.